Alright, football fans, the Aaron Rodgers saga is officially over. After a 3-month free agency dance, the 4-time MVP is heading to the Pittsburgh Steelers on a 1-year deal. This move sends shockwaves across the NFL, creating some clear winners and losers. Let's dive in. Winners. First up, the NFL schedule makers. These folks must be toasting right now. They bet big, creating a schedule assuming Rodgers would land in Pittsburgh. And boy, did it pay off. Week 1? Steelers vs. Jets. Rodgers against his old team that discarded him. And in Week 8, a Monday Night Football showdown. Steelers vs. Green Bay Packers, Rodgers' original team. Who he hasn't faced since leaving. Pure drama. Next, Mike Tomlin, the coach. With 18 seasons and 0 losing records. Tomlin's already legendary. Rodgers, even at 41, is a clear upgrade over Mason Rudolph and brings a high floor to a talented Steelers roster. Remember, Rodgers still threw for almost 3.900 yards and 28 TDs with a spiraling Jets team last year. Tomlin's no-losing season streak might just extend. Then there's the Steelers' offensive cohesion. Rodgers joining before minicamp, and not vacationing in Egypt like last year, is huge. This lets him start building timing and rhythm with his new targets early. Expect that charismatic, charming Rodgers to ease right into the locker room before September. And speaking of drama, lovers of AFC North drama are winners. The AFC North is already stacked with MVP-caliber QBs like Lamar Jackson and Joe Burrow. Now, add Rodgers to the mix. Plus the wild quarterback circus in Cleveland. Hard Knocks probably regrets already featuring this division. Finally, TJ Watt is a huge winner. For years, Watt's dominant defense has carried the Steelers' often stagnant offense. With Rodgers and DK Metcalf now in Pittsburgh, Watt and his defensive buddies might finally get to lighten their load and perhaps, just perhaps, compete for something bigger. Losers. Our first loser? Kirk Cousins. The Falcons' QB was hoping to be traded to a starting job. But the Steelers were basically the last desperate team needing a QB. Now, Cousins is likely stuck backing up Michael Penix Jr. in Atlanta. Despite his massive guaranteed contract, his best bet for starting now is an injury to someone else. Yikes. Next, we have Mike Tomlin, the leader. Yes, he's a winner as a coach. But his authority could face a serious test. Rodgers' history with coaches and his penchant for public comments, hello. Pat McAfee show, could clash with Tomlin's unfettered authority. Will Rodgers be allowed to bring in his own guys like he did in New York? Or will winning just mask all wounds? This could get spicy. And finally, Justin Jefferson. By all accounts, the Minnesota Vikings were Rodgers' top choice, with him reportedly even offering to play for $10 million if he got to play with a roster like Minnesota's. But the Vikings stuck with rookie J.J. McCarthy. So, instead of catching passes from a 4-time MVP, Jefferson will now be catching passes from a rookie. While Jefferson is elite and will likely be fine, the Vikings will probably lean more on the run game to support McCarthy, potentially reducing Jefferson's monster opportunities. So, the Rodgers move has set the stage for a fascinating NFL season. Who do you think wins and loses the most from this deal? Let us know in the comments.